students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Jasminder Singh Sra. Today again with a very interesting topic from standard 9th chapter of 1 NCERT. As you have seen in my previous video, we have discussed about rational numbers and how we can find out a rational number between two given rational number. The link is given in this icon. You can click there and you can watch my video if you have not watched up to now. From there you can get some ideas. Today we will proceed further. After discussion of rational number, which numbers are left behind, which number we still not have discussed, that are known as irrational number. Okay, what is the definition of irrational number? A number I is called irrational number if it cannot be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Okay, this is the discovery have found by Pythagoreans, those who were followers of Pythagoras. 400 BC, during 400 BC they have discovered about the number except rational numbers. Okay, which numbers except rational number? They are known as irrational numbers. On number line, when we have represented numbers, there we have discussed that there are natural numbers, whole numbers, then integers, then in between integer we have find out rational numbers. Now on this number line, after these all, after natural number, after whole number, after integers and after rational numbers, which numbers were left behind? That are known as irrational numbers. Okay, so few examples of irrational number are under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, under root 7, under root 11, under root 10. Okay, this is the square root of positive number, those who are not perfect square. Okay, that are known as irrational number. Pi is also an irrational number. Okay, it is an these are the examples of irrational numbers. Okay, these are the examples of irrational number. Between these integers there are rational numbers also, and except rational numbers there are irrational number also. Q means for rational and I means for irrational numbers. Okay, next we will discuss about the real numbers, that what are real numbers. So now my dear, the collection of rational numbers and irrational numbers. This rational numbers consist all natural number, all whole numbers, all integers. Okay, then all fractional number means rational number. This is a collection. Then this collection is representing rational. After that, which number is left behind? That are irrational number. Okay, so now the collection of these all, is known as real number. The collection of these all is real numbers. Real numbers we can represent on this number line. Okay, on this number line, because in between these two integers we can represent there are infinite number of rational numbers. Okay, infinite numbers. So we can represent this on this number line because all the real number are represented on this line. So this line is also known as a real number line. Okay my dear, so these all rational, irrational we can represent on this number line. This is the discovery given by two German mathematicians in 1870s. In 1870s there were two German mathematicians. One was R. Dedekind, second was G. Cantor. Okay, G. Cantor. They have given this. They have given the theory that all the real numbers we can represent on number line, and for every real number there is a point on number line. For every real number there is a point on number line. If this number line there is a point, then there exists a unique real number. So it means if you have real number, then there will be a point. If a point is there, that means at that place there will be a real number. These both statements are true. So now all the real numbers we are representing by unique point. Okay, so next question, that in previous few minutes we have discussed about irrational numbers. So now how we can represent these irrational numbers on number line. Okay, this topic we will discuss later, that how we can represent under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, under root 6, and these all. This will be in my next video. In that video we will discuss about this. Now for irrational number you can watch this video, and for rational number you can watch my previous video. Its link is given in this icon. Okay, so now we will discuss about decimal expansion of these real numbers. In real numbers, two types are there, rational and irrational. So for this, what we need, we have to take any two numbers, then we will discuss that it's a decimal expansion. For example, we have number 10 by 3 and we have number 7 by 8. This is first example, this is second, this is third example. We will take a 1 by 7. So for this, first of all, what we will do, we will expand them by division. Okay, first of all, do its division. 10 divided by 3, 3 3 is 9, 1 remainder. Again we will put dot 3.3, again we will divide. Okay, like this way this division will continue. Okay, so it means 10.3 is equal to 3.33, so on. Okay, it means now we'll check second division. 7 divided by 8, 7 divided, this example number 2. So first of all, it will not go on the table of 8, so we'll take 0 from our side. Then 8 8 is 64, then 6 remainder, then we will take 0 downside, then 8 7 is 56, then again we will take 0. Okay, so then 8 5 is 40. So firstly with the 8 8 is, then 8 7 is, then 8 6 is. Now this is 7 by 8 is equal to 0.876. Now here remainder is 0, here remainder was 1. Now we will take one more example, third example. In this what we will do, we will divide 1 with 7, 1 divided by 7, 1 is not going on 7, so we will take 0, 7 1 is 7, again 3 remainder, then on 4 we will insert 0 from our side, then 2 remainder, then 20, then 14. Okay beta, this I am doing first. You pause the video, you slow down it, and you can watch this, that how I am dividing it. Then 7 8 is 56, then 40, then 7 5 is 35, then 5 remainder 50, then 7 7 is 49. Okay, so at the end we again get remainder r, means this value 7 1 upon 7 is equal to 0.14285 7. After this will again start repeating, because remainder is again that one which is given in a dividend. Okay, so from these three divisions, what we concluded that in this remainder was repeating 1, in this remainder is 0, in this remainder is 1 which is again repeating. So from this what we concluded, that after this division, this number was repeating. Okay, so number was repeating and remainder coming. So beta, there are two types of division. First of all, division in which remainder is 0. Second, that in which never remainder will be 0. Okay, in which remainder is 0, that divisions are known as terminating. that divisions are known as terminating. So this decimal expansion of this number 7 by 8, second example, 7 by 8 is terminating. Why? Because its remainder was 0. Okay, terminate means finish, over. Okay, r is equal to 0. Then first and third example. In first and third example, these numbers division like 10 by 3 and 1 by 7, these are non-terminating. These are non-terminating, and their remainder is not equal to 0 because they were repeating again and again. If you will divide continuously, then this division is repeating. In this also, if you will start again, this was 1 remainder, then again their remainder will come 3, then 2, then 6, then 4, then 5. Means this division is continuous in this first and third example. If this is non-terminating and recurring. Recurring means repeating. Okay, this I am explaining you. First example was 10 by 3. In 10 by 3 you check there. In quotient there they have given 3.3333. This 3 is repeating, so we can write it as 3.3 dash. This dash is on one digit, that means this 3 is repeating. So this division is a non-terminating and recurring. Recurring means repeating. So if there is a division which is non-terminating and recurring, okay. Second, we have taken example 7 by 8. In this, the quotient came 0876. Okay, so this is a terminating. Okay, third example 1 upon 7. In this quotient came 042857. After that, beta, this same will repeat 142857, 142857. So to represent these all that they are repeating, we can put a dash on these all digits. But which digits are repeating, that we will put a dash on these all, because these all will repeat again and again. So this is a non-terminating and recurring. Recurring means repeating. Okay, if this type of decimal expansion is there, if decimal expansion is non-terminating, first of all terminating beta, or non-terminating and recurring. In these both condition will be there. Recurring means repeating. Then that is expansion of a rational number. Then that number is representing a rational number. Clear? If decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating and recurring, then that expansion is of rational numbers. Clear? So this is a definition of rational number, that you can conclude yourself that if the division is either terminating or non-terminating and recurring, then that number is known as rational numbers. Okay, so you can write both ways. A rational number, you can also write like this way: a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating and recurring. Okay, recurring or repeating. This spelling I will insert in this video. Okay, now next is second type. Second type is, for example, we will take two numbers. First of all, we will take a number under root 2. The decimal expansion of under root 2 is 1.4213562373095488 so on. It means this number, decimal expansion of this number is also non-terminating. Non-terminating means its expansion is not over. These digits are going and going so on. So these are non-terminating. Okay, because this expansion is never over. So that's why it is non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-recurring. Non-recurring means non-repeating. Non-repeating. Okay, so it is not repeating. So that's why this type of expansion, it is known as, this type of expansion is for irrational number. Irrational number. So beta, if the expansion of a number, if the decimal expansion of a number is non-terminating and non-repeating, then that is known as irrational number. Then that number is known as irrational number. So its example we will discuss from exercise 1.3. okay, 1.3. so in this they have given you a few examples. First of all, example is given under root 23. First example is under root 23. Second example is under root 225. When you will find out under root 23, this is a prime number. We know that its decimal expansion will not over. So if a prime number there, then it's under root there, then its decimal expansion will be non-repeating and non-terminating. Then this number is which type of number? Irrational number. And in this case its factor will exist. So it is a square root of 15 and 15. So it means this is 15. So 15 is not an irrational number. So what is its answer? It is a rational number because its expansion is in a simple number. Okay, so beta, today we discussed about real numbers, and then irrational number, and then a decimal expansion of rational number and irrational number. So thanks for watching. In next video we will discuss its example. So for further learning mathematics, you can subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.